Tea Sippers, it's another Friday night, and it is the first episode of Catch the Tea After Dark for 2019. But instead of talking about this week's hot topics, because I could definitely go in on R. Kelly and all his bullshit, we're going to count down my top 5 personal favorite moments of 2018. I had a chance to sit down with a bunch of my friends, and they gave their opinions on a few of my favorite topics. Now, before we get into my favorite topics, I had a chance to ask everybody what were their favorite entertainment moments of the year. Now, these are a few things that missed the mark, and it had to be when Cardi B and Nicki Minaj had their beef. I love that Cardi B is giving Nicki Minaj a run for her money because she's been dominating the female rap industry for years, and now she has some competition. Granted, Nicki Minaj doesn't know how to act with a little bit of competition. She has appeared a bit desperate, but this was a great moment for me. I love how iron is sharpening iron, and I wish these ladies success in 2019. Another personal favorite for me this year had to be Super Scent becoming a millionaire in 2 hours. That's right, Super is straight from New Orleans, Louisiana, and she has been doing great things with her crayon case. Hint, the face, or alright. But definitely shout out to her, and that was inspiring not only for others but for me, because now I know that I can do the same thing. Check out what everybody else had to say their favorite entertainment moment of the year was.
Like I said, I'm a fan of Joe Budden and Sin, and they just got engaged.
I like the Creed too.
My personal favorite entertainment moment is all these declining the Super Bowl. Because they don't want to respect these people for kneeling. They want to shut people down for kneeling.
Entertainment, I just think just seeing so many artists get their break.
I got the Hook Up 2 movie coming out. I'm going to see it.
I enjoy when they honored Lil Wayne at the Hip Hop Awards.
You know, some of these people that have had a breakout year been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So just seeing that some people with true talent are actually being acknowledged now. You know, it gives me a lot to look forward to.
It's when Webby pulled out that phone, them cheering.
The local stuff here, the mayor race was very, very overwhelming. And very emotional and very historic. Even as far as personally, in our city, we got a black mayor.
C. Murder being moved to the prison to get him ready to go home. Like, I feel like the process won't be easy and it won't be quick, but it's moving. Yeah. And I'm ready. Like I already told my mama, when the day comes, I'm just gonna drop everything and I'm going to New Orleans. I'm gonna put my shirt on. We gonna march. We gonna walk.
Right.
Like hey, I just want you to know that that was big to me.
Kevin Gates came home, hit the streets with some yeah.
Cause when Webby pulled out that phone on them cheering, it was nothing nice. That's new age parenting right there.
That was just, that whole inauguration experience was just, it was different. Like, it felt different. It wasn't like you was on TV like, oh shit, damn inauguration on. You felt like, I need to watch this, I need to experience this.
Get some parents on the phone.
Now, Tea Sippers, a lot of things happened this year, but I only had it narrowed down to a few things, and we're going to start it off with Monique. Yes, sis wanted everyone to boycott Netflix because she felt they weren't paying her enough money for her comedy special. Monique, sis, nobody was really here for the entire boycott. I love Netflix. I just watched the entire season of Flash on Netflix. You think I'm going to boycott that? Check out what everyone else had to say.
Sit your ass down.
I love us for real.
I love us for real, and I love Netflix for real.
I be Netflix and chilling all the time.
She was right. I mean, people need to get paid equally, but at the same time, like you just wanted that call out because you weren't getting paid. You weren't getting paid what you wanted to get paid.
And that was this year.
And the way I feel is I feel like you should stand on your ground, you know what I'm saying? So if you believe in something and you value something, you know what I'm saying? And if you feel like that's your work, then you should stand on your ground.
I get you how, because it is facts behind the fact that the pay is imbalance. But I mean, you got to bring all the facts to the table to make it make sense.
Why should we boycott Netflix? Because they didn't want to give you the money that you think you deserve.
Unfortunately, no, man. But I kind of understood where she was coming from, you know.
Hers happened because she was blackballed, and then so yeah, you're not gonna get paid what you were getting paid when you held in this great esteem.
That shit ain't work. She tried it though. Ain't nobody giving up Netflix. We gave up cable for Netflix. Fuck we gonna do? Fuck we gonna watch?
And I don't want to tell anybody I'm boycotting something because Monique said.
I just feel like don't compare your path to nobody else.
But ain't no kings of comedy no more. Ain't no queens of comedy no more. That's over with.
I think sometimes when we come forward and we want people to join us in something, we have to present it. It has to be presented properly.
Yes, you got an Oscar. Congratulations. Yes, you're a well-famed comedian. Congratulations.
Because everybody have their moment. Mm-hmm. Like, for a minute, Monique was really, really hot. She was in all the movies, you know. Mm-hmm. She had her run. Now it's somebody else's turn.
So, I feel like at the end of the day, if you want to do something, you know what I'm saying, that's your principles and your values, and you feel like that's what you work, then by all means, you know, stand on that.
Like, we need to know the facts. You asking us to back you up on this and to stand with you on this. Okay, sis, what's tea? What's going on? What happened?
Sit down.
Wakanda Forever was the huge movement in 2018, and I feel that spirit is going to carry on into 2019 because Black Panther hit the theaters. Not only did it do numbers, but all of us showed up and showed out, dressed up for this performance, winning groups to support this movement. I definitely enjoyed it. Check out what they had to say, Cheese Sippers.
Big movement for the Black community.
Black Panther was an awesome movie, although I do think it's just a remake of The Lion King.
That gotta be the most incredible movie I think I ever seen, and for one reason is because anybody who know me know that I'm not into like superhero movies.
I went to the movies twice to see it, and I know I watched it on Netflix.
I went and saw it. I want to say I went twice. It was good.
And the movie was just awesome. And I could watch it over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't boycott Netflix. You know what I'm saying? They got Black Panthers on there. I got to see it.
I just want to say that I'm proud of what it sparked in us, and that we never lost the movement.
Yeah, because the energy staying current. Like, I like it. Like right now, it's still current energy.
We're still afloat, riding off of that wave.
Right.
So.
Great quotes came from this movie. Great acting. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. I believe he was the most standout character in
This movie displayed stuff that was like very subjects that was very like head on in the Black community.
And then to have the statement that it made, I think that was a great moment for history for Black people, and I'm proud of that.
Somebody brought to my attention that one of the most standout quotes was when he was talking to his dad, and he was like, "If I hadn't prepared you for my death, then I failed as a father."
We are Wakanda.
Now, relationships come and go, but this one made a huge impression in 2018. Cardi B and Offset. Surprisingly, they kept everything on the low until the end. That's right, they were married on the low, had a baby on the low, but he cheated on her in public, got a divorce in public, and she tried to get that old thing back. Tea Sippers, what were your thoughts? Comment below and check out what they had to say.
If you're going to start off private, stay private.
I think it's a hip-hop couple, like any other couple. Not
It's
even
a
necessarily
couple.
just hip-hop.
I say it's a couple.
Like a couple in the eye of the media.
As far as Cardi B goes, just get to the bag, baby. You know, Offset gonna come around. Maybe, maybe not.
Y'all building on a brand, a big brand. Y'all both have, and at a peak point in y'all career, y'all doing big things, man. Keep that brand building. Be the next J and B.
Unfortunately, like I said, when what you do in the dark will come to the light.
Like, I don't even know what to make out of it.
I mean, it comes with the territory. Anytime you put your relationship out there, no matter how big you are or how small you are, like, just prepare for the attack.
At the end of the day, we only seeing the actual breakup. We not actually seeing. We don't know how much Cardi B done been through with Offset.
They are having a relationship in the public eye. So I mean, like any other relationship, it has its ups and downs and it has its ins and outs. But I mean, for them being in the public eye, it's a whole nother level of secrecy that they have to maintain just to protect their own privacy.
Once I think divorce, I'm gone. Like, I'm out. I'm not finna bring up divorce as like a threat or a scare tactic.
But you know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do what's best for you and culture.
If you honored your woman like a queen, you wouldn't have been out there with other women. You know what I'm saying? And if that's something you wanted to do, you should have not married Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? You should have let her do what she was doing, and you do what you doing, and you know y'all keep it like that.
Now, a sad moment this year had to be Aretha Franklin passing. She was definitely the queen of soul and impacted music in her own way. Not just music, but the culture. She was involved in civil rights movements. She did great things. Even though sis was always a little shady when it came to Patti LaBelle. But it was just sad to see her go, and a bit unbelievable. She definitely had a diva type funeral because it was all day long. Did you guys tune in to the funeral? I know I did when I was sitting there working my desk. Here's what they had to say.
Man, that's just another legend in heaven, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's so crazy? I had slick forgot about it.
Oh man, we took a hit.
Like, she really died this year. Like, I think that, you know, the internet has tried to kill her before her time before.
Several
But, like,
times.
she's really gone. Like, and we watched her funeral all day, and it's real.
We took a hit with Aretha Franklin, man.
God damn. Aretha really did pass. It almost seems surreal. Like she probably been immortal or some shit. We supposed to have Aretha around off it forever.
Rest in peace, Aretha Franklin. I mean, she done so much for soul music and just music in general. You know, touched so many different lives, you know, with music. You know, that's amazing.
We always say this when celebrities die, but, like, we have to appreciate and, you know, protect our jewels while they are still here.
Lifetime better not fuck up her movie.
Now she was a jewel,
Yeah,
like you
she
said,
was
man. That lady was the
yeah.
soul, like the soul. Like she opened her
Yeah.
mouth and soul just poured out.
Who gonna play Aretha? Queen Latifah.
What was
your
favorite Aretha Franklin song?
Somebody loves me, baby.
You
That time
know.
they was on Oprah and Patty was in the audience and she walked in speaking to everybody and Patty tried to shake her hand and she did that side step to the side. Like this lady shady as hell and kept it
She was
moving.
shady.
Maybe Jill Scott.
Is that by Aretha Franklin?
I don't think it was Franklin.
No.
I think that's Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle.
Just for her head too big. She lost all that weight.
Didn't she make the R-E-S-P-E-C-T song? I mean, I'm not gonna stunt up and act like Aretha Franklin is on my Spotify list.
Now, child, let's talk about these sex tapes that popped up all 2018. First off, Tiara Marie, boo, we know you leaked your own stuff, so hold yourself accountable. I don't understand how Tiara got involved with a man who already had a wife and a girlfriend, and she was the side chick. Anyway, not only did Tiara Marie sex tape leak, but Black Chyna had something really blah, Donna from Black Ink had something really poo, and Safari put a smile on all the ladies' face in 2018. Hey, big head.
And Safari.
I heard about the Chyna stuff.
I don't know. I just had a high expectation for Black Chyna. She has this. She gives you this image of freak wonder.
Black Chyna, take 2 seats back and sit your Black Chyna ass down.
They like Amazonians of sex. Her, Amber Rose. You know, I think they gonna just put it down.
You need to make a phone call to a couple of people in the industry. I know one off the top of my head. Tiana Trump. Y'all need to call her.
Somebody help Black Chyna learn how to suck.
Black Chyna need to go holler at Tiana Trump. She tweeted and said she'll help her out.
Yeah, she gave head like I think Nicki Minaj gave head.
Because that was horrible. Your head horrible. Your riding skills horrible. Everything about that tape was horrible.
It's 2018. Like, if you doing anything on tape, you know that it's a chance that the world is gonna see it.
I heard about the Donna stuff.
It was wet.
Donna, you got hit in the bathroom, baby. I don't know what's really going on with it.
Yeah, I kind of wouldn't do that in the bathroom.
Well, that wasn't good.
How do you be in a relationship with somebody after that?
In the bathroom? Sit your ass down.
I've never smoked a day in my life, but you know, I feel like if you can multitask and do all this, then it really wasn't hitting for nothing.
Donna was thirsty for the deep real talk. She gonna let the man roll about record and all that.
But at this point, our relationship is like smash and go, smash and go.
Right.
Like, I can't be serious with somebody I just smashed in the bathroom.
But I definitely seen a safari.
Yeah,
Well,
on camera.
Safari. Hey, big head.
Safari, I didn't see it. Don't want to see it.
I always thought Safari was very nice looking. Even though people call him corny, I like corny. I would take the lame nigga in the back, please, for 2,000 that everybody sleep on. And when the stuff went viral, I was like, yes, I knew I could pick him.
I've been crushing on Safari, man. Even though everybody be like Safari lame. To be honest with you, I like me a little lame.
But thank you to whoever released Safari's little snapshot.
All right, now finally, Bill Cosby went to jail, tea sippers. Now, it was so much involved around him with the Me Too movement, him dropping pills in women's drinks 20 years ago, and it was a very interesting take. Now, my thing is this. Yes, if he did those actions, he should be held accountable, but I don't think an 80-year-old man should be sent to jail. That means Bill Cosby will die behind bars. Most people are saying, yes, that's what he deserves. But I don't know. I feel like that's a bit inhumane. Check out what they had to say.
I got mixed reviews.
I am a Heathcliff Huxtable fan, so I don't care what nobody say.
The man is old. His immune system is not set up for no jail.
They should have just left that man on house arrest.
I feel so bad for Bill. I feel bad for Bill because, yeah, he was fucked up for doing what he did, but I hate that.
I think that there is a way to separate the man from his craft.
And I don't know. At the end of the day, none of us was there. We don't know what really happened. So I can't really say if this man innocent or if he's guilty.
Old people getting convicted.
He's old. He's compromised. He gonna get sick. He probably sick now. He probably gonna stay with a cold, runny nose. Oh.
They, out of all this stuff y'all building and jails y'all building, y'all ain't got like no prison nursing home.
He was wrong. He was dead ass wrong. Dead ass wrong. Why it took all y'all to come out years later?
But at the same time, if you did that, you definitely deserve your punishment.
Come on down, we got a bed for you. It's a little thicker than the one they got in the parish, but you know.
You can't let him become America's dad and then try to tarnish his legacy.
See, I'm not defending the man. If the man is guilty, he's guilty. He should pay for the crime.
And I also think if anybody's lying, the Lord knows you lying and you're going to get what's coming to you. And if you did that because that man had money, you also going to get what's coming to you.
But y'all want to put a man behind bars for the mental effect of some shit that happened 20 years ago that these people probably wanted.
I feel so many people internalize the situation, and so they don't address it when it need to be addressed.
What I do know, though, is that in America, they tend to tear down anything that represents good with black.
His legacy, I feel like there has to be a way to separate the two, especially when it comes to black celebrities, because anything that they could do to just knock us down,
yeah, they gonna take it.
everything that we worked for, you know, I feel like that was still a part of all of us growing up. That's still, like you said, America's dad. Like, you know, whatever crime they feel like he did, regardless of statute of limitations and everything,
That was
like,
him.
yeah, I feel like, okay, this is the fitting, you know, sentence or whatever. Like, okay, that's what he does. That doesn't mean that everything has to come off the shelves.
Right.
Everything
You're
has
right.
to come off the
Right.
air.
They don't
Everything
go back. How
has
you go
to
back
be
and erase
right,
history?
you know?
Y'all doing like y'all did the black folks, white folks. Just trying to erase our history, huh? Period.
Shout out to Bill. We still watching the Cosby Show. It ain't on TV no more though.
He was wrong, yeah, but y'all should have called. We should have cut his ass off years ago. You shouldn't have let us meet Heathcliff Huxtable and he become America's dad. That's y'all damn fault for letting him become America's dad. Then want to tear down his legacy. It's bullshit.
Now, of course, I have to close out the year and talk about my personal favorite moments. There were so many moments that I shared with so many people, and I appreciate them all. But definitely what stood out was the creation of AEX Creatives. We started in the beginning of the year, and it was a bunch of artists banding together to do better for the community. And we held to that all year long, starting in February of this year on up until now. So shout out to every AEX Creatives. You are greatly appreciated by your girl, a true lady. Now, another thing that was great for me had to be my birthday celebration, from me going to Miami to the birthday dinner, and for me receiving so much confirmation from others on the outside that I am doing the right thing, that I'm in my life. And I appreciate y'all for that. And that goes on to my third personal moment, is basically growth as a woman. That's right. The most childish individual you may know says she has grown as a woman. But I definitely have gotten to learn myself, love myself, and I can give the stuff that I love to you, the world. And again, I appreciate all of my T-sippers for tuning in. But check out what they had to say their personal moments were for 2018.
Man, I had a really bomb 2018.
It was me enrolling back in school.
Personal favorite moment, Culture Fest.
Finding my center.
I finally was able to go to Miami for the first time ever in my life. Miami don't owe me anything.
Make sure y'all go support the single. Zip them up.
Finding my place in the community and finding my way back to my passion, something I'm happy about.
That was like my highlight, to be able to release that single.
A group of artists got together collectively and pulled together this community event that and showcase that we can fend for the community. The community can take care of itself.
Now that's the end of Catch the Tea After Dark. Don't get it twisted. I'll be back every Friday this year talking about those hot topics, those relationships, baby daddies, baby mama drama, and everything else in between. Plus those Ask a Lady questions. So if you want me to answer those questions, just log into spillingthetea.com and click Ask a Lady. I love giving my advice and helping you guys out. If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you hit the like button and follow. If you're tuned in on YouTube, hit the subscribe button at the top. Also, Catch the Tea on the radio. That's right, I'm taking over the airwaves all year long. B102 Jams, Mix 939, KTJZ in Tallulah, KOUS in Monroe, Louisiana, and WGDJ. That's right, I'm spilling everyone's tea but my own. Also, follow me on social media, Such a Lady 85 on everything: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, or really just search for the hashtag Catch the Tea. You're bound to find me in all the tea I spill. We out.